Test, 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 test. Some stuff ready. Fire. Fix this. Okay, volume's working. Alright, what's up YouTube, Twitch? It's your boy Will Ryder back at you with another video. And today we're going to try some different woodworking techniques on one of these cheese boards. Last video you see me do these little cheese board things. And now we're going to try a different finishing technique. Normally what I do is I soak them in mineral oil for a few days. And just wipe them down. But my favorite thing is to use this the stuff I got in Japan, beeswax mineral oil mix, because it's a nice polish. But today we're going to try something different. We're going to do it with some fire. Because we have fire. We do. Just to see how that looks. I'm not sure what it's going to do, especially with the hardwoods. It's a little harder to burn. They burn a lot longer. I don't know what it's going to look like. And this board is actually kind of messed up anyways. There's a crack right here that goes all the way through to the other side. Yeah, you can see it better on that side. So I put a little plug there to keep the crack from spreading anymore. And then I squeezed a bunch of super glue in there and squeeze it together to clamp. And then super glue I have is an activator that makes it set really fast, instantly. So, but the crack isn't closed all the way. Hopefully we get it burnt around it to the part that isn't closed in, and then we can fill it in with some char. When we do the sanding, we use some of that sawdust and some more super glue to fill in that crack, because that's potentially a spot where food can get in there. You know, when that starts spoiling, it stinks and it's not healthy. And I want these to be food safe. So I'll try to get a good view here. I do have the garage door open, so there might be some issues with the ISO and the lighting. Hopefully if me standing here kind of blocks most of that light. So I guess first thing to do is just start burning. I'm going to put on some, I do have some other gloves in the car, I'm not going to get them, but these have a silicone grip to them. I should keep myself from getting burnt, but we'll see. Get confirmation that you can hear me. I'm going to make sure that there's volume coming through. I guess I could open it up on Facebook. Check. Test, test, test. Okay, I can hear it on there. But I should keep this open because I don't know if I can see Facebook comments on here. We got one person watching here. So it's Marco. Hey dude. Thanks for stopping by. Well, I was able to see the comments and now I can't. Alright. So the Streamlabs accounts aren't popping up, but it's popping up here. Should be a long stream, I think about 30 minutes tops. Start burning. Where to start, how this is going to go. Now something I noticed right away is obviously it's all the same color. You can't see the different contrasting woods with it. But don't worry, we are going to sand a lot of this down. Something I also noticed, you can see, I wonder if this is going to split apart. I don't know how well you can pick this up with a camera. You can see the lines in between the different woods a lot better. This might end in failure. It smells really good though. Alright, give it a second for that. Oh, this isn't your board. I don't even know what to do with your board. The Might Fighter might have stolen it. You can really see that crack now that we burnt all the super glue out of it. Big crack, but stop cracks where the crack is. Go like 1/6 of an inch farther from the crack, drill a hole through it. The crack will stop right there. But we don't want a hole inside the board here, so we'll plug it up. But it's still really hot. This whole thing is to make it easier. But I can shake the table and you don't shake anymore because I got you on a tripod with a nice Canon camera. How does that look? Alright, I'd say that board's burnt. We'll leave it there. It's hot. His wife's back, and she's uncharacteristically backing the truck into the driveway. So you're probably gonna hear it. But it'll put some shade right there. All that light's coming in back there. Help with the ISO. Oh yeah, it's a pretty decent crack. Focus. Okay, we're gonna have to get that filled in somehow. Before I do any more work, this thing is really hot. I'll let that cool off a bit. Get some sanding stuff out. Get that ready. Should be out still because I never put anything away. And unlike the last board, I did end up routing these edges by hand instead of the router tape over there. Oh, I got this wide angle lens with the Canon camera over here, so you can see, kind of see the whole shot. I forgot to adjust it. Can't really see anything. And honestly, I can't even tell if it's in focus or not. Oh, yeah, Stars Dreams, I'm doing a Twitch and Facebook at the same time. So I'm double dipping. I am going to put on gloves again before I do this because you touch it and all that char's going on. I'm going to wear different kind of gloves. A quick freaking product placement. I'm not being sponsored, obviously, because no one knows who I am, but these gloves, I get them at Lowe's. Home Depot might have them too. They are my favorite gloves. And like most nitrile latex gloves, they don't really protect you against, what you call it, harsh chemicals like acetone. Acetone still melts them. I think this camera's cool. I'm hooked up. Let me get this plugged in. What's up? Yeah, I'm live streaming. You want to come say hi? Huh? You don't? Okay.
You're on when you're here too.
Your what? What's your car doing?
Brake lights out?
Okay. Did you get pulled over?
No. Somebody told me.
For some reason my mouse isn't working. There it goes. What's wrong with this thing? Give me a second. Technical difficulties here. It's got a little sensor inside the mouse here, a little laser sensor that tracks in the ball. And when you use it in a dusty environment like wood shop, it doesn't want to cooperate very well. There we go. I gotta get rid of one of these. It's not working. I've never tried doing multiple cameras in an actual live stream. That doesn't work. There we go. So now I have 3 cameras. It's just a little side view one so you can see from the side. Just a little bit. There you go. Now you get a good profile of me. See how fat I got. So it looks like I get to do a brake light in the West car for this. See if this is cool enough? This thing is like retaining some heat. We use artificial heat to cool it. know, it looks like hardwoods are good insulators. These are not cooling off very well. Freezer. It's cooler. I think it's cool enough. Let's hit it with some 120. You can see how it looks. Alright, what was that? Thanks, Charlie B. For the follow. Look, I figured I'd do a alert box. I watched some tutorials. Oh yeah, I did forget the bench cookies. Bench biscuits, as Marco calls them. The 120 is clogging up real bad from that char. It's not really cutting through the wood or polishing it, so we're going to more aggressive sandpaper. My first impressions so far are this isn't going to be great way to finish.
As the wood looks like it's the same color. The whole point of making the boards the way I make them is to show those contrasting woods with one another.
We'll try 80 grit. If we need to, we can go to 120. And thanks for the reminder. I'm glad you guys are paying attention because I'm not. I got them sitting right here. There we go. Yeah, even that 80 grit's clogging up from the charred wood. So we'll move on to 60. And that is without busting out a grinder that's aggressive as these horrible sander discs I have at 60. Yeah, life is better with biscuits. I got an echo going on. What might that be from? Oh, Canon camera.
There we go. Can you still hear me? I don't even see the lav on here now. Oh, lav's still working. All right, echo should be fixed. There we go. Now we're cutting through. All right. So, I mean, what I'm seeing here is woods that are the same color but different types of grain structure going through them. The maple, a lot more figure in it. The walnut, not so much. I mean, it looks a lot better when it did like that. But, maybe we'll just keep going a little more, see how it looks. right, so essentially this is an experiment. We got big issues. The wood is actually separating some of the laminations. I don't know how well you could pick that up. And you can still see it pretty good on this side. That's going to be issue, like I said before, with this crack down here initially. It's really bad now that we got through all that super glue that was in there. It's a spot for, food to get in there. And this is splitting up so much that it's actually pulling the plug away that was tight earlier in there. You couldn't see any lines around the plug earlier. So we're just going to do one side. We might have to find a different way to char it where I'm not using so much heat. But we're going to continue this side to see what it looks like after we put the polish on. So. This board's definitely ended up in the trash eventually. I need another 120 grit because that one's all clogged up. If I have one. There we go. But this is where I like to experiment with different things. This doesn't cost me a whole lot in material that I'll be losing. Probably $15, $20 worth. So it seems like that glue that we use, which is waterproof, is not fireproof. There could be a couple of different things going on. The heat could be breaking down the glue and causing these to separate, or it could be. This is still quite warm. Let me get my little thermometer thing here. Oh, where'd it go? Of course, it's never where you need it. There it is. I got a little laser deal here. So we're looking at about 114 on this side. This side we have 115 degrees. Still quite warm. When it has things heat, they expand, and I think that's what's happening here. Plus, the glue is breaking down. Hey Jen, you got that board I made the other day? Jen. Yes or no? Do you have it? Oh my God. She doesn't know what she's doing. All right. There's my ear shot. All right, so Charlie beat. You got little pieces of sand. Charlie beep. Is there always a P in there? So you got different little grains of essentially sand. They call it sandpaper, but it isn't sand. It's like some kind of silica stuff. Thank you, sweetie. And the higher the number, like the 60 here, it has what what you would call 60 grains per square inch. All right, it's a very aggressive. All right, it causes a lot of scratches on the surface with something aggressive like this. But as you work through the different grains, the smaller and smaller they get. Like we got the 320 on there right now, so it's 320 tiny little grains in the same area. So it makes the scratches smaller and smaller to the point where you can't see scratches and you can't feel scratches. So that's the point of working through the grains. All right, we're gonna blow the dust out of this. Okay. And then we're going to rub it down with some of my good stuff. Oh, and I just got new rags today. Where did I put those? Tools. I like the ones on the roll, the blue stuff, those blue rags. I've seen these and they're kind of cheap. Cheaper than the other ones, and I think there's more rags in them. So again, this is the beeswax mineral oil. It is food safe. Once it's finished, ooh, actually that looks pretty good. Let me get you zoomed in on that. I mean, this stuff makes any wood look good, though. The whole idea behind this is I did a coffee table that I had made. It was quite a while ago. There's a video on it. And for the wood, it was really wet still. And I didn't want the wood to move around as it dried out. So what I did was I burnt it. I heard this is a technique they use in Japan for sealing wood, is burning it. And then everything inside it stays. This wood gets wet and it dries, it twists and it turns with all the different grain structures in it. I'm going to set that for a few minutes. I'll take these off. All right, so compared to the last one we made, I mean, they don't compare. They don't look the same at all. Ooh, that feels good though. I'm wondering how smooth it gets it, because when you burn it, it does open the grains up a little more. I'm also wondering if oh, this thing's kind of gross still. As it cools off, are these giant gaps in the laminations going to close up as well? I can't give this to someone with these giant cracks in it because that's, like I said before, stuffing in there, create bacteria, end up killing someone. And polish that off. All right, well, I mean, it's just as shiny as any of the other ones. I'd say just as smooth. It's just when I run my finger across this way, I can feel those laminations across the sides there. Already feels a lot cooler. Let's test it. All right, it's dropped about 10 degrees already. It's down to 104. It's quite cool. Consider it's 81 degrees in here. Let's try the other side. Yeah, it's about the same on the other side, 105. So it's cooling off, and it doesn't look like that's closing up too much as it's, the wood's contrasting or contracting. This will be a display piece for somewhere in the house. You can put some candles on it or something. This isn't ever getting delivered to a person. And I knew that this wasn't ever going to be a customer product because of that crack right here and the plug I had to put in there. I only did that to keep it from cracking any further while we were working on it. This is not the quality of work that I give out. Much like the one that we did last week, it still has these, where it's tore out real bad right here from the router because I had it set going a little too fast. Same with the other side. Would not give this to a customer. Marco said, yeah, I'll take it, but I'm not sending that out to anybody. Just a display piece. I mean, we'll use that when I get the house here. It's still, it's nice and sealed, good laminations, still food safe. It feels like it could use another layer of polish, but fine. Yeah, I think that's it for that. There's another YouTuber I watch, David Picciuto, I think is his name. And something that he has, little saying I think he learned at art school is that everything's an experiment, especially when it's your first time doing it. But we learned from our experiments, and I think I learned something here. I don't think I'm ever going to burn these little boards anymore. Still can't pronounce the name of what the boards are actually called. But yeah, this is... I'd call this a failure, but failures are good learning experiences. I will end up finishing the other side, and I'll let the wife decide what she wants to do with it. But it won't ever get used for serving food. I don't think it's that good looking either. I thought that maybe it would bring out some crazy, cool looking grain structures in there, and it would look nice. But it really doesn't. You know, the maple or the walnut is very straight grained. The yellow heart's too straight grain, or this yellow heart that we have in here is such a tight grain that you can hardly see the grain structure in it. The maple, depending on what part of the board it was cut out of, it could be very straight grain like this, or have some figure to it like this one does. You can kind of see the difference. I'm getting this all dirty because my hands are filthy. This one, these pieces of maple had some very good pieces of, very good figured grain structure in it. You can see all the little waves and swirls in it, and even in the center part here. And had we done it another way, I would have, the split in between these pieces here and that walnut would look really good. But this thing isn't like dead. I could fill this crack in right here, that thick one, with some sawdust and super glue, and run it through the planer over here. Get rid of all the burnt stuff on, you know, the faces. The edges are going to take a lot of sanding, get it all off, but I could make it look pretty good, and maybe get it, you know, planed down enough where these cracks disappear, and maybe could get used for food again. But I think I'm just going to leave it like that. It's not really worth my time or effort. I think I'm going to cut it there. I appreciate you guys watching.